it's not gonna be like super silver, super white looking. I'm gonna take you back here for a second so we're not fully in the natural light so we can see this color. Most styles I can bring completely over top of my ears. Looks very cute. And that's what a little ponytail might look like. It just has a lot of versatility. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm excited to bring you a review for the lovely style on my head called Fenix by Estetica. Before I jump into it though, I'm going to remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. Alright, so this cute little style on my head is called Fenix. It is by Estetica and this is one of their latest launches this past spring. I've come on here and I've shown you guys Clover, but I still had yet to show you Fenix. So I'm really happy to be able to have this here finally to show you today. So Fenix here is from their Heat Defiant collection and is of course made with heat-friendly synthetic fiber. Now a heat-friendly synthetic fiber of this length that goes beyond your shoulders, just as fair warning to everyone, especially if you are new to wearing wigs and new to heat-friendly synthetic fibers. When it is shoulder length or longer, it is going to obviously more easily rub on your clothing. When it rubs on your clothing, it's going to cause a little bit of friction frizz. Also, longer styles like this one that go, again, you know, shoulder length or longer, they get a little bit tangly. And when they get a little bit tangly, you have to comb them a little bit more or run your fingers through them a little bit more. Doing that pulls at your fiber a bit, which also causes more frizz to appear on your fiber. So just wanted to warn you guys that when you do get a style like this that is shoulder length or longer and that it is in a heat-friendly synthetic fiber such as this, you are going to have to maintain it with some heat. Using heat is really the only way to get rid of the frizz that you are inevitably going to see. And I personally, on a style like Fenix, would probably use something like a hair straightener just on the ends when the ends are getting frizzy. I may eventually revive the whole thing with heat if more starts to get frizzy, but usually you're gonna see the frizz on the last couple inches of your fiber for the most part, or at the nape here. So I would use something like a hair straightener just to go through my ends to get rid of the frizz and help keep my fibers looking nice and fresh. And I'd probably do that, well, at the first signs of frizz, but it typically will show up a little bit sooner than you probably want. And that tends to be within a couple of wears. Now, I do have several videos on my YouTube channel that do show you how to maintain your heat-friendly synthetic fiber with heat. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk a little bit more about this style. And I will let you know that there is no permatease on Fenix, so you're not gonna have any extra poofiness going on. It's gonna lay a pretty low profile to your head, and it's really not gonna feel like it's too much hair because this is also a light density. So if I grab all of this hair back here and the tag, there's really not a ton of hair here. So if you are someone who's searching for a wig for the summer, but you're not someone who likes to go shorter than your shoulders, and you're not someone who wants to go like extra short to try and keep nice and cool in the summer, Fenix is actually an okay option for those of you who do like a little bit of a longer style because it is so lightweight and you're not gonna have any permatease there to block any airflow going through. I'm wearing this in the color Chrome RT1B. So this is really just a mix of white and silver here. Plus you also have a little bit of brown in here, which really softens up the color. So it's not gonna be like super silver, super white looking. This brown, you can kind of see it through here, definitely softens this up to make it a little bit more of a natural, almost transitional gray in my opinion. However, you are gonna find that this does have a root of a 1B. It's a fairly dark root. A 1B is going to be sort of a soft black color. So I know that sometimes people who like the grays and want a gray color don't necessarily want a root. But I know that there are also people out there who do enjoy the roots. So I don't know what type of person you are. Now, all of my videos are taken in front of a window with natural lighting. Sometimes I do find that the natural light makes the color appear just a little bit lighter and brighter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you back here for a second so we're not fully in the natural light so we can see this color a little bit further away. So we have different options of seeing what it looks like. So you can see here that there is gray in this, like there is a silver and white in this color, but as I backed up, you can definitely also see the brown poking through as well. But I feel like it looks a lot more gray toned back here. But when I come into the light, it shows the brown softening it up more. So lighting plays a huge role in what a color is gonna look like. Isn't that crazy? I'll try and make sure I do stuff like this every time I show a color. Anyways, let me put you back down. Okay, so on this style, we do have a little bit of layering in the front here. It's nice and soft and gentle. It's a bit longer, so we don't have like a bang situation happening. It's definitely longer layering in the front that kind of goes away from your face. And then throughout the style, we do have quite a bit of layering happening as well. And whenever we do have that layering, it helps to make your ends a little bit more feathered and soft. Plus, of course, we have this really gentle wave that goes throughout the whole style. It almost looks like you were just at the beach. You let your hair air dry, and it's just this really soft, gentle wave that's like there, but very soft. Let me do a spin for you so you can see the whole style. Now, because this is a light density style, it's definitely a tuckable piece. You can tuck it behind your ears pretty easily. I always leave a little bit of fiber in front though, so that we don't see the ear tab. We don't want that. So I usually leave a little bit of fiber in the front, but you can definitely do an ear tuck on this one pretty easily. So Fenix here is also going to have a lace front. It's a little bit of an extended temple to temple lace front. Although we have a nice low density lace front on a color like this with these darker roots, you're gonna see the knotting a little bit more easily. So if that is something that bothers you, you might wanna go for a lighter color or a color that doesn't have the rooting up at the front here, so that the lighter color will allow the knotting to be less visible. The darker the color, the more visible the knotting. Aside from that, we also have a left monofilament part. That means you have about an inch of space on the left-hand side of your head to part your fiber. So that is what your part line is going to look like. Now, in terms of fit, I find Fenix to fit pretty true to average. For someone like me who does have petite measurements all around, this is a little bit big in my circumference. I would absolutely bring in the adjusters a little bit. And then in terms of the rest of the cap on my head, there is a little bit of extra bulk there. It's not too much, but there is extra bulk there. And then my ear tabs sit just above my ear crease here. This is a style that, like, if I wanted to, I could bring it over top of my ears. Most styles I can bring completely over top of my ears, but I don't do that. When I wear them, I let them sit behind my ears, but in doing so, that causes more bulk in the cap. So then I pull it down as much as I can, and I just kind of deal with any bulkiness that is there, and it doesn't bother me too much. All right, let me take this off and let's take a peek at the inside of our cap. So we're gonna have that left monofilament part here that goes all the way back to your crown pretty much, and then that goes straight into your monofilament lace front that extends just a little bit into your ear tabs here. Your ear tabs are not gonna have any felt on them, any silicone on them. They are just very basic ear tabs, not like insanely comfy. Then you have your open wefted cap here, nice and stretchy and breathable and ventilated. And then your nape is an extended felt nape, so nice and soft, with your Velcro adjusters. And like I said, someone like me who is a petite size, I would adjust these to bring them in just a little bit. And in doing so, once I put that on, it's going to feel so much more secure on my head, so that if I were to thrash around for you.
What is she doing? I never know what she's doing back there. Just living the dream. Where'd you get that girl?
it's not gonna come off. So I do have a 20.5-inch circumference. So I didn't even bring those adjusters in all the way. I could have brought them in even more if I wanted to, but it's gonna stay on my head pretty easily still. And like I mentioned, I just have a little bit of extra cap there that I know some people prefer their wigs to fit like a glove, and I prefer my wigs to fit like a glove too, but it doesn't mean I'm bothered a significant amount by that extra cap. I just wanna show you really quickly how Fenix is a really great style for almost any of the standard updos. So half up, half down, gorgeous, love it. I love this side swept layer happening here. And on this side too, we have a little bit of extra fiber that we can bring forward to help soften up your hairline. Anyways, half up, half down, looks very cute. No complaints about that. Plus, this definitely works for a updo. So if you used a claw, I love putting claw clips in open wefted caps because the claw grabs onto the wefting and helps to make my cap feel super secure on my head. So I don't know what it looks like back there, but here's a little updo. Obviously I did that very quickly. I'm sure I could do a better job, but it works as an updo if you wanted to. And then also this works as a ponytail. And it's a really cute ponytail because we have that really soft, subtle wave happening in it. So I'm not gonna put a whole pony in there right now, but I would bring some fiber out, and that's what a little ponytail might look like. So lots of options to make your style just look a little bit more exciting from day to day. Anyways, that is all I have to share with you guys about Fenix. Hopefully this was helpful for you in determining whether this is a style that's gonna work for you. I personally really enjoy this one. And like I said, I would love this one for the summertime because of its lightweight, low density feel and its ability to be brought up in an updo and up and off of your face. It just has a lot of versatility. But if you have any questions about Fenix, then let me know below and I'm happy to answer them if I can. But with that, I'm gonna say goodbye, let you guys go, and thank you so much for watching. See you next time.